Today we're going to be talking about circuits. Here are some concepts they have to know about circuits first though. The first concept is voltage. Voltage is defined as the difference in electric potential between 2 points on a circuit. It is also equal to the work done per unit of charge to move one test charge between 2 points. The SI unit for voltage is big letter V for volts in joules per coulomb. Current is the second major concept that we have to know. Current is defined as the amount of energy flowing through a wire in a circuit. It is measured in amperes with the symbol I for current. Electric current causes an event known as Joule heating that is responsible for things like light in a light bulb. The third major concept is resistance. Resistance is the measure of difficulty for current to pass through an object. The symbol for resistance is the big letter R and is measured in ohms. Ohm's law states that voltage is equal to the current times the resistance.
Now that we have covered the major concepts, here are some common components of circuits. Batteries are the power source for the circuit and give out energy in coulombs. Capacitors are a small component that store energy and can be recharged. Capacitors allow for things like blinking lights. The speed of blinks is related to the capacitor's time constant, which is the product of resistance and capacitance. LED, or light emitting diode, is a 2-lead semiconductor light that activates only when current flows in a certain direction. Transistors are a semiconducting material that can switch the electrical current between different points. Resistors are small components made of metal oxide film that are insulated. They apply resistance to the circuit and reduce the amount of energy to values useful to other components. A potentiometer can be treated as a variable value resistor. It consists of a high resistance material and a rotating armature. When the knob is turned, the armature contacts the higher resistance material in different areas, resulting in adjustable resistance values. Electric motors consist of a series of electromagnets arranged around a motor shaft. When activated in sequence, they are attracted to an array of permanent magnets arranged around the casing. This causes the shaft to turn. A switch connects or breaks the connection, thus turning the circuit on or off. Wires are components that connect circuits together. Wires are also the medium that the energy flows through. Circuits can also be written in a diagram form. Every component of circuits has a design that represents that component. In circuit diagrams, there are batteries, capacitors, LEDs, transistors, resistors, potentiometers, motors, switches, and wires.
Parallel circuits versus series circuits. Components in parallel combine current but same voltage as in batteries. Circuit in series result in more overall resistance because there is only one pathway throughout the circuit. Components in series will have equal current but combined voltage. Capacitors do the opposite. AC versus DC. AC stands for alternating current and DC stands for direct current. Direct current flows energy in a single direction. Alternating current flows energy that changes direction periodically and changes from negative to positive current.
Knowing that capacitors store charge, when you turn on a closed RC circuit, the capacitors discharge as an exponential decay function of current as shown here. For voltage, as capacitors discharge, use this equation. Charging a capacitor has the same equation for current and different for voltage. For voltage, it is this. The special E is the point at which the capacitor stops charging. Neurons contain structures that transport ions which have various charges. Once there is enough charge and energy, an action potential is sent across the neuron to the axon and then onto the other neurons. This is how neurons function and send electrical signals.
And there you have it. That was the basics of electronics and circuitry. Hopefully you found this informative. Now to recap, circuits are made up of various components that, together, make up the technology we use and develop every day. Thank you so much for watching.